Yes, we are continuing with our roles, and of course we are just finished this role of exposing the sufferings of the people. How Dr. David Livingstone's exploration work in the Tanganyika helped the people who were suffering under the hands of the cruel slave masters, and it is that led to the coming of other European agents like the European missionaries, who later told their home country that we need to stop the slave trade here, which was taking place in East Africa. So you can see the worlds of explorers intertwined in those of the missionaries, and later into the abolition of slave trade. Another one, some worked as colonial administrators. Yes, some of them worked as colonial administrators. We are going to get example. Example we are going to give here is this Sir Samuel Baker. That's one of them. Sir Samuel Baker, who was the governor of the Equatorial Province. Governor of the Equatorial Province. Sir Samuel Baker, governor of the Equatorial Province, was an explorer, but when it came to colonization work, he worked as one of the first administrators. So you can see, he came as an explorer, but ended up doing colonization work. So he has aided the colonization work, but he came as an explorer. So you can see the role played. Another one is they discovered the roots. Discovered roots and the navigable rivers. Roots and navigable rivers. And now there's this one, aid colonization. Because these people, the colonials who came after the various European agencies, followed in their footsteps. And the routes that the explorers used were the same routes that the colonialists also used. And even the navigable rivers, those rivers that were going to provide transport modes for the various colonials who were coming to occupy various spheres of influence of the various European nations. So you can see the discovering of routes and the navigable rivers also aided the colonization process. How? Because they were to be used for transport. Another, some drew maps. Those are exploration maps. And what was the importance of the maps that they drew? These are the same maps that were used by the colonialists. They followed where is what and where can we get what. So these maps acted as guides. The maps acted as what? As guides to the men who had come to do what? To colonize. Another one is they provide the geographical information. Provided geographical information about what? About the presence of about strategic areas about strategic areas. I already told you about the strategic factor, where a lot of information was needed by the colonials. They got it from the information provided by the explorers. And this geographical information is to do with the areas of economic importance, areas of strategic importance, blah, blah, blah. So at the end of the day, this information was very vital in the final colonization process. Another one, John's Peak, for example, number 7, John's Peak discovered the source of the Nile. The discovery of the source of the Nile by John Speake was very important, very vital in the colonization process. Why? Because the discovery of the source of the Nile by John Speake was a boost to the British, who rushed to occupy Uganda, which had the source of the Nile, aware of the fact that the British were already in the what? In the Nile Valley. Those areas that were served by the Nile in the north, Egypt, talk of Libya, and many other areas served by the Nile, which were already posing as the British interests. Those were British interests. So by the discovery of the source of the Nile, the British had to come and occupy Uganda to avoid any other European country taking over Uganda and endangering their interests along the what? Along the Nile Valley. So that is another role. Role number 8 is to do with discovery of areas of value, e.g. the Kenya Highlands, we are aware that the Kenya Highlands were very much preferred by the European white settlers, and this was in line with the colonial economic policies. So the discovery of the Kenya Highlands by these European agents, the explorers, was enough to explain on why the white settlers settled on the Kenya Highlands, and where the white settlers in this. The white settlers were part of the colonial economic policy of the Europeans, and we see them coming to establish a number of farms, which farms went ahead to benefit the what? The colonialists. Another, some supported other agencies. For example, the missionaries. So you can see some of the explorers supported the missionaries. How? By giving them logistical support. And when I talk of the logistical support, what do I mean? Like funding, for example, the RGS, the Royal Geographical Society. So that kind of funding finally went to another European agency. They also paved the way for European colonization. So they worked hand in hand. The explorers working hand in hand with the missionaries. That's another role. We continue with the same role, with other roles. That was role number 9. Role number 10 is to do with the establishing of good working relations. Yes. Established good working relations. Good working relations with African chiefs. That when they came here, they established a good working relations with African chiefs. Example we are going to give here is Sir Henry Morton Stanley and Kabaka Mutesa the first of Buganda. These were two good friends. In fact, it is this friendship between Sir Henry Morton Stanley and Kabaka Mutesa of Buganda that started the collaboration between England and Buganda. These had been very good friends. And in fact, it is from this friendship that we see the European missionaries coming to Buganda and Uganda in general. Because it is him who requested Stanley write a letter that was inviting missionaries to come to Uganda. And after the letter, that was written in 1875, 2 years later, we see the missionaries arriving. So you can see the friendship between Sir Henry Morton Stanley and Kabaka Mutesa of Buganda, bringing about the good relationship. And that good relationship finally benefited the what? The colonists. Why? Because they found a place that was already peaceful to them. Another role, number 11, gave vital information. Gave vital information about the hostile and peaceful societies. Yes, that they gave vital information about the hostile and peaceful societies. What was that important information we are looking for? They reported about people who were not easy, those who are not cooperative. For example, the Nandi in Kenya, and of course the peacefuls in Kenya, those are the Maasai. The Maasai were good people and in fact even accepted to sign treaties with the Europeans. Whereas the Nandi were very hostile to the extent that they killed one of the traders by the name of Peter West, which sparked, of course, the Nandi resistance. So we can see the information they gave benefited the colonists. How? Because it gave them a way of approach. How do we approach a hostile society, and how do we approach a peaceful one? A peaceful one, of course, is by giving them gifts and so on, because they are good people. Whereas the hostile ones is you attack by force. So that's how the information given by the explorers benefited the European colonists. Number 12. They provided funds and legal support to those traveling. Yes, gave logistical support to those traveling to East Africa. And who gave the support? Royal Geographical Society once again. the RGS sponsored most of these men who were traveling to East Africa. So that logistical support gave them the boost that they needed, of course, to buy the necessary items they were to use while on their way to East Africa. So that's another role. Number 13, it talks about called for legitimate trade, called for legitimate trade. And we said yesterday that this was the trade in material goods and not human beings. And how did they call for it? We have already seen Dr. David Livingstone, and even, by the way, Baker, Sir Samuel Baker in the north, he found the Khartoumers also doing the same heinous activities, those atrocities against humanity. So those are the reports that they gave. But after giving the reports, we said it culminated into the abolition of slave trade. But then, after slave trade has been abolished, what was going to replace it? It is this trade. And this was a trade from the Westerners. It was the trade, the colonial trade, which was legitimate. So that's how it brought that